break sitting down. Now usually about halftime I go walk, stretch.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Bob Runyon Memorial Holiday Tournament for Night 2, as the first game on the docket here tonight will be the Woodland Hills Wolverines taking on the Mount View Golden Knights. Hello, everyone. Chris Kidd here courtside, alongside me Nathan Bush, with Joe Mounds, our engineer for tonight's contest. And Nathan, Mount View coming off of that 77-34 loss to Chapmanville last night, the two-time defending Class AA state champions. And then on the other side, you had this Woodland Hills team out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, that nearly completed a 25-point comeback, trailing 36-11 early in the third quarter to Beth Haven, charged all the way back, cut it to 2, but had no timeouts left, and Beth Haven let the clock run out, as it was a tale of two halves, but a tremendous effort by Woodland Hills climbing back into that game, and both teams trying to salvage their trip here in the Bob Runyon tournament here tonight.
Yeah, this is the consolation game, and we saw last night Mount View put up as much of a fight as they could against a very just heavy-hitting Chapmanville team. And now Chapmanville playing Beth Haven tonight, but this Woodland Hills team, Chris, you talked about it, only scored 11 points in that first half last night against against Beth Haven. And then they come roaring back, and 23 points back, as a matter of fact, in that second half, but it was just 2 points short of what they needed to get to the championship game, which would have been a fun game to see them in Chapmanville. But this should be an interesting game as well. Mount View didn't really get to showcase what they could do. Chapmanville's defense last night was just smothering. Really, not a lot Mount View could do. They played so well, did the Tigers, and now tonight, Woodland Hills gets to take on Mount View, and I think the Golden Knights are going to show us what they're made of here against this team that's not as big as Chapmanville. And they're going to be able to get out and run and gun and set their offense a little more. And a 2-3 zone is going to be very effective against this Woodland Hills team, whereas last night that zone was ineffective against Chapmanville.
Yeah, and you talk about the Mount View team, again, coached by Gary Brown. They lost to Man to open the season 58-49, then lost to Independence 68-60, then lost to Princeton 62-53 before they beat Pikeview 62-49, and as you mentioned, losing to Chapmanville last night 77-34. And then on the other end for Woodland Hills, again, this is a team coming in 3 straight winning seasons after having 10 losing seasons in 11 years, including going 0-22 in 2014. But they did make the boys 6A state tournament in 2017 and 2018, and they're in 4A in Pennsylvania. This has been a Woodland Hills team in a school that is primarily known for their football. Again, they've got more players, according to them, more players in the NFL than any other high school in the country.
You didn't check that last night?
Yeah, we talked about it with our coaches.
You said according to them. You didn't fact check?
Yeah.
Okay.
According to them, I'm going to go with them.
Okay.
They're my source.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, they even had Rob Gronkowski that went there for a year.
We did. Now that was proven. That is true.
Yeah, so again,
it was on Wikipedia.
It's got to be true.
Exactly.
But yeah, we ended up getting some good little tidbits on them, and they're slowly becoming more of a basketball school under Odell Miller in his 5th year as the Wolverines head coach. So again, a program that's up and coming. They've got a lot of young talent on this team. Going to get a chance to showcase that here tonight from Danny Gobby Gymnasium as we are getting set here for the national anthem. And while we do, we'll step aside for a break and be back after this for the tip, as you are watching the Bob Runyon Memorial Holiday Tournament with us right here on Video Productions.
SUV season at Thornhill Mitsubishi, serving up 0% APR for 72 months on 2019 Eclipse Cross, $20,770, $7,900 off 2019 Outlander PHEV and 2019 Outlander Sport. Wow, $15,750.
Peyton, what are we doing here?
Welcome to Peytonville. Nationwide helps protect everything you see in here, Brad. Every family, every business, even Mrs. Hoffman's dream of retiring to become a yoga instructor.
Oh, they have backstories.
Here, I got more to show you.
There's a stop sign, and he just ran right through it and hit me. It was like I wasn't even there to him.
There were no witnesses, so the other driver tried to blame Roxana.
My legs were black and blue.
We found a surveillance video from a nearby business and proved that she was right and the other driver was wrong.
The amount that I received was actually a lot more than I thought.
Roxana got paid.
They made it where you actually wanted to talk to them.
Farmer Clyde and Campbell is the way to go. Call 346-5990. FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
It's that magical time of year, Thornhill Mitsubishi's year-end sales event with brand new Mitsubishi models for under $20,000. Get the perfect gift that's safe, reliable, and affordable. Let Thornhill Mitsubishi make it happen. Make the holidays magical. Put Thornhill Mitsubishi at the
Welcome back, everybody. Chris Kidd and Nathan Bush with you as we are getting set for tip-off here from Danny Gobby Gymnasium. Let's listen in to the starting lineups here.
Now let's meet the starting line for the home team on the scoreboard. Golden Knights of Mountview High School. Wearing number 1, Tony Bailey. Number 2, Chris Jackson. Wearing number 4, Zach McCoy. Number 21, Skylar Justice. And wearing number 11, Brandon Rodenberry. The Golden Knights are coached by Gary Brown.
Starting lineups for Mountview and Woodland Hills as we get set to go to action here tonight. It's game number 1 of 2. Coming up after this, we'll have Chapmanville versus Beth Haven in the championship game here.
If I'm not mistaken, that may be the first time those two schools have ever played each other in an actual regular season ball game.
I was going to say, I've been doing games for WBOW and Video Productions overall for 14 years now, going on 15 with WUL, and I can't remember a time that Chapmanville and Beth Haven ever hooked up, so it'll be interesting to see how that transpires here tonight. And this should be an interesting matchup again here, too, between these two ball clubs. It'll be jumped up in the center circle between McCoy and Dinner for both respective clubs. We're glad you're with us here this evening on Video Productions as took control by Woodland Hills, and right off the bat, an easy layup for Sean Robinson, who had 15 last night against Beth Haven.
I actually believe that Mountview got confused on which basket was theirs because it really looked like Mountview was trying to go the other way.
Nice game last night at 7. Now front Bailey try to stop it. Gets it over the right side. Jackson back over. Now left side to Justice. Gets the left elbow. Now to Jackson. It's stolen away. Chance here for Kenny in the front court. Gives it over to Ainsworth. Lost it on the way up and taken away by McCoy. Even nothing Bailey. Across the time. Sophomore into the paint. Nice dish on Richard Jenkins. Picks it out to work around the perimeter.
Jenkins might go over the travel.
Gets a back floater in the lane. Rebounded by Dinner.
Dinner played excellent yesterday in the comeback against Beth Haven, I thought, Chris.
Yeah, he had 15 in that comeback, 13 of those in the second half. There's a nice drive by Robertson, gets inside, can't finish. Now ball loose underneath, taken away by McCoy.
But Dinner was the key point. And got timeout by Mountview here, full timeout.
6 to go in the first quarter. Coach Brown not liking how his team started here, and he'll take a timeout. We'll take it as well and be back after this. As you were watching the Bob Runyon Memorial Ball with us right here on Video Productions.
Kinzel Law Office is a local firm located at 36 Adams Street in Chapmanville. Rob Kinzel has been practicing law in Logan County for over 15 years and is dedicated to providing quality legal representation for personal injury, criminal defense, and family law for individuals and families throughout southern West Virginia. Call Kinzel Law Office today to set up your free consultation. Rob Kinzel, quality legal services close to home.
FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
back out of the timeout. Mount View 18 are trailing it ready 2-0 against Woodland Hills in the early stages of the first quarter. This is Nathan Burke with you. Puts it out front for Bailey, dribbles into the paint, had it almost knocked away, kicks it out to Justice, now left corner for Jackson. Woodland Hills showing some of that suffocating defense that they showed in the second half last night against Beth Haven.
Yeah, playing good man-to-man right now against Mount View.
Roddenberry floater on the way and gets it to dead men off the back line.
Dead men is the correct term, Chris. I thought that one was coming back right now, but it just dived and fell in.
Under 5'9" sophomore, had 10 against Pikeview in their one win this season. As you said, 7 last night against Chapmanville.
Got man-to-man.
Hainsworth, and he'll go for 3 from the right wing. Hainsworth had the second half as well last night with 11 points against Beth Haven, and they take a 3-point lead.
This Woodland Hills team, Chris, they came out flat in the first half yesterday. I even asked you if you couldn't think it's bus lag. But they have been on fire ever since the second half of that Beth Haven game, even into this game.
And that's what I said, they just had difficulty finding the range in the first half yesterday against Beth Haven, and Beth Haven really used their size to their advantage. But once Woodland Hills got into the game, Beth Haven had all sorts of difficulty with their defense, and there you see Mount View having difficulty with it as a turnover. Gives it back to the Wolverines.
The Wolverines improving a lot here. They did a great job against Beth Haven. This looks more like a 10-2-3.
Right on 3 off the mark, no good. That time by Kenny. Rebound to goes by Woodland Hills, driving in. His hands work over to Robertson. Gets free on the left block, and Robertson.
Woodland able to penetrate and get man to the basket on an offensive board. Usually against 2-3 zone, you don't see too many offensive rebounds. Woodland did a good job there.
7-2, Woodland Hills leads it. 3 minutes deep into the first quarter. Out front is Bailey, dribbles in, puts it up, and Thomas got a piece of it on the way up. And that'll be a foul against him.
Thomas yesterday spent a lot of time on the bench because Woodland trying to use their guards to play small to try to get that comeback spark. Thomas had a lot of action yesterday. He came in a few times in defensive purposes, but he already got an early foul here.
Bailey to go to the free throw line. First one up and puts it through. Bailey had only 2 last night against Chapmanville. Had 7 in the win against Pikeview, but he also a sophomore on this team.
You can get that Chapmanville team, Chris. I'm surprised that anybody had much. It's that defense last night against Tigers.
And a lot of those points coming in the fourth quarter when Chapmanville putting in some of their reserves, but getting both that time is Bailey. Make it 7-4 now. But yeah, like you said, Chapmanville's defense just absolutely relentless, and it's going to be that way for most teams, no matter if it's AA, AAA, or single A throughout the year. And there's Kenny on the right side, cut off by Bailey. Set here, leading by 3 of the Wolverines. Defense playing really good. Robertson being rounded by Jackson. Jackson over to his left, now gives it off to Kenny. And finds Hainsworth, top of the team. He said this extended 2-3 zone, and now actually man-to-man really causing a lot of difficulty as well. Almost saved by Roddenberry on the skill, but it'll stay with the Wolverines.
It's almost like they're staying in a 2-3 zone until the ball gets worked around. Then they're going man-to-man. Really interesting defense there by Mount View.
You saw this defense cause a lot of difficulty. I believe Beth Haven ran some of that last night against Woodland Hills, caused some problems. Putting on Kemper short by Kenny, rebounded by Thomas. They'll go back up with it. Can't get it to bank in. And rebounded by Jackson.
Now, coaches have not had with all the offensive boards right now.
Trying to see if the Mountain View to cut it to 1 or tie it in at 3. Over midway through the first quarter. Up front. Over to Jackson. Jackson on the right side goes down low from McCoy, and McCoy's foul on the low block by Denver.
Coaching staff is really fired up right now.
They're wanting cuts, they're wanting screens, they're
not getting the effort from their players.
Williams,
5'10" sophomore. And down to the underneath their own basket out front for Jackson. Jackson moves to the top of the team. Guarded by Williams. Jackson tries to take him off the dribble.
Oh my goodness, they had Bailey wide open.
Over Bailey now on the left wing. Jackson underneath the cover quickly. Now back over to on the way from the left corner and down it. Justice able to set his first
a rainbow 3 there, but it fell. But man, they missed Bailey there for a minute. He was as open to get, Chris. His defender lost him.
Cut underneath underneath to Dinner, tied at 7. Dinner goes up and fouled on the play, and they'll go to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
Dinner's off-ball movement is really impressive. Watch him do this play. He'll move without the ball, go underneath, he'll go baseline. A lot of guys don't like to go. They don't like to run baseline. They don't like to flash at the top of the key. Dinner does all that and more. He's a really good player for this Woodland team.
Up and good for Dinner. Last night, we talked about his free throw release, and he's got a 2-hitter push shot.
The old Sean Berry.
This time he gets them both to go, and like we said, whatever works for you is all that matters.
Rick Berry shot him underhanded, whatever works.
And if only Wilt would have done that. Too much pride.
He scored 100.
Could have been 120. Now here's Jackson. Gives it over to Rottenberry. Oh, almost went up and down a little bit. Rottenberry, now top, Keith Bailey.
They're really working on this man. Good defense there by Thomas.
Justice now gets free for another 3 or 2. No good from that team. Rebounded by Dinner.
It's a pretty even matchup so far, Chris.
9-7, Woodland Hills. 2.5 to go in the first quarter. Left corner for Dinner. And that's going to be number 2 on him.
Led with the forearm. Can't do that, then that's going to get Dinner probably out of the game. That's unfortunate for Woodland because he's really a big part of this offense. Thomas also grabbed it.
Second foul, Angelo Reddix, the freshman, checking in for Dinner.
Can't leave that forearm. We saw in our video production replay. Extended the left arm to try to create some space. You get away with it, the rest won't see it. But that was really
Top of the key, looking up the Bailey. He's showing it by 2.
He's moving a lot right now off the ball. That's what the coaching staff wanted to see earlier.
Drives in on the right side, picks up the floater, no good, gets his own rebound back, and 1 pass too many that time as he tried to feed it off to McCoy. He should have probably just gone out.
Yeah, trying to get too fancy there. Sometimes when you try to be a little over unselfish, that kind of affects you there, and that's what happened. The man wasn't ready for the pass.
About a minute 52 to go here in the first quarter. 9-7. In favor of Woodland Hills. They played the entire first quarter. Nice dish off to Robertson, free on the left block.
Man to man, you're going to help. You're going to make sure when you go to help, somebody's helping you. That's really what you can't allow. And now you just left a man wide open underneath. Good find by Woodland.
11-7 now in favor of Woodland Hills. Top of the key from McCoy. Over to Rottenberry. Jacks up a 3 from the left wing. No good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. And last touch, they say, by Jackson.
Woodland was in a 1-2-2 there. I don't see that often. Maybe a box 1.
Getting a little look at everything here in the first quarter defensively.
You go on the road. These are teams that you haven't seen you except for maybe one game. And why not try some new stuff?
I agree.
I mean, get ready because you never know when you're going to have to face different looks at defenses.
Now Williams into the center. Gets it over for Robertson, or Hainsworth rather, as he dumps it off underneath to Robertson. Now in the left corner, Williams with a 3 on the way, and count it for Deontay Williams.
The ball movement of Woodland Hills, Chris, in this game has been nothing short but fantastic.
They have doubled up Mount
Here they
View.
go again now.
Now McCoy tries to answer back. He shoots it over the rim, no good. Rebound knocked loose. Luton here right in front of the rim, can't finish. So rebound for the Wolverines.
Point blank range, could not put that one in.
We saw that a lot last night in this gym as Robertson, what a drive and finish as he crashes to the ground. Count it and 1 as Robertson with 8 points here in the first quarter, and McCoy picks up the foul.
He landed hard, too.
And again, there wasn't any give on that whenever he went down. Again, he was caught midair. Ooh, yeah, you see it there on our video productions replay.
Almost looked like me stepping off the bleachers yesterday.
And Nathan about had a near tough accident here yesterday.
I appreciate all the calls, texts, and flowers I got from the good people at home.
As Robertson hits the free throw for his 9th point. The lead now has swelled to 10 points at 17-7. It's out front with it. They get it over. See if Mountain View tries to run this down a little bit. And again, scoreboard says 16-7. It's actually 17-7. And that pass thrown out of bounds and back over it'll go to Woodland Hills.
Hey, you want to sit in prime time, you better pay attention.
Yeah, again, the scoreboard here in the gym and on video productions right now, it says 16-7, should read 17-7.
I'm sure that'll be corrected.
So now Woodland Hills will bring it across the timeline. Final 30 seconds of the first quarter. Williams. Unless they switched Williams' 3 to a 2.
Yeah, they may have changed that 3 to a 2. 5 seconds.
And now that will be a good defensive play by Bailey. Again, just hounding Williams up top.
Yeah, Williams might have had a foot on the line, but Williams with a turnover there. Good 5 seconds there by Mountain View. Get that turnover, and they're really having trouble with this 1-2-2.
Yes, we'll try and check on that at the end of the first quarter as top of the key. Haggerty throws it away again, and another Mountain View turnover.
Yeah. Timeout, Mountain View.
And with 11.9 seconds to go in the first quarter, a 30-second timeout called by Mountain View. So we'll keep things here. And Mountain View already burning through 2 timeouts here in the first quarter alone. Again, they burned one just a little over a minute into the first quarter. Now they burn one with just a little less than 12 seconds left in the quarter. But Coach Gary Brown wanting to try and get this under control right now with his offense, really struggling to find any openings.
And since they switched to that zone, Chris, there's really been no answer from Mountain View. From Woodland Hills, they've really not had a good look at the basket even. And in that zone, you really almost have to shoot your way out of it.
So now the officials getting everyone back onto the court here as Woodland Hills could perhaps get the final look of the first quarter. As Coach Odell Miller running through things over there with his club. They'll inbound from right in front of their own bench. Hainsworth will roll it into Williams. Williams will let it take on up the court here before he picks it up. And now picks it up near midcourt.
Close.
Williams drives in on the left side, tries to get it into the corner, and kicked away by Haggerty. 6.8 seconds still on the clock. Woodland will inbound underneath their own basket. Robertson gets it in, but throws it away. Gets it to Bailey. Bailey up across the timeline with 3 seconds. Drives in on the right side, goes up, can't finish. And the first quarter comes to an end with, as of right now, the scoreboard reading 16-7 in favor of Woodland Hills. We'll be back after this break as you are watching the Bob Runyon Memorial Holiday Tournament with us right here on Video Productions.
I'm Tanya Crubb, Director of Acute Inpatient Rehab. Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Wright, surgical podiatrist from Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
I'm Romel Mitchell, Executive Secretary. Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
Thank you for trusting your care at
Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
Peyton, what are we doing here?
Welcome to Peytonville. Nationwide helps protect everything you see in here, Brad. Every family, every business, even Mrs. Hoffman's dream of retiring to become a yoga instructor.
Oh, they have backstories.
Here, I got more to show you.
Welcome back, everybody. Chris Kidd and Nathan Bush here with you as a 9-point lead for Woodland Hills coming out here in the start of the second quarter. As we'll try and check and see what the difference is on the scorebooks going in, but again, I've still got 17 on this end, but the official book has 16, so I don't know if one called it a 2 on a 3 or what, but
I'm assuming that they called that 3 a 2, so you're wrong.
And it's like I said, we'll have to try and double check on that. Again, didn't really get a clear answer in between quarters that time as Bailey goes inside from McCoy. They kick it back out. Haggerty cross court for Rottenberry.
Look at the movement of this zone.
They get it to Bailey at the top of the key. Now back to Haggerty.
They're almost, it looks like synchronized swimming the way they're moving this zone. Very well done on defense here by Woodland as Mount View's not even getting a glance.
Now a steal out front. Another turnover for Mount View is driving in. Cut off is Reddick as he'll pull things back out. Now back into the corner for Jenkins. He'll dribble baseline, gets in with a left-handed floater and count it for him.
You got to think this is the first time this season Mount View has seen a 1-2-2 from the looks of it. Doesn't look like they've practiced anything against it. But Woodland is just forcing turnovers and not giving Mount View any looks at the rim.
Now up front, Bailey thought about putting up a long 3 that time, but ends up pulling back. Gives it to Justice, now to Haggerty. Bailey out top. And still in this 1-2-2 defense as Rottenberry gets in, kicks it back over to Haggerty. Now left side, driving baseline, kicking it out. Rottenberry had a look for a moment, spins into the lane, dumps it off underneath. Bailey can't handle it and stolen away by Jenkins.
They were able to penetrate that zone that time, but couldn't get away with it, and that's going to be a foul.
That'll be a foul on Haggerty. That'll be his first and team foul number 3. 3 on both ends here in the first half.
Bishop's checking in. I believe the first action we're going to see of him this evening.
As Hainsworth will inbound it to Williams. Williams retreats towards midcourt. He'll give it over to Reddix. Now to Robertson, who had a big first quarter with 9 points. Now to Hainsworth. Hainsworth takes it from the right elbow, short on the jumper. Rebound fought for underneath, taken away, now loose, and McCoy able to control it for the Golden Knights. So here they come up the floor trying to get something in transition. Over to McCoy, leans in, blocking foul called, and one as Robertson tried to take the charge, but an and one will go over for McCoy.
That's a close call there, because I thought he might have actually been in position for the charge, but the officials called the block. Maybe his feet weren't playing. Let's look on the video productions replay, and nope, I don't think he was set. That right foot was dragging just a little bit, so that's going to get the block call. Good call by the officials.
Now McCoy with his first 2 of the game, make it 3 as he converts on the free throw, 18-10 in favor of Woodland Hills.
If you're tuning in, the Logan Wildcats picked up a win earlier in overtime over George Washington by 3. Down at the Battle for the Armory.
There's a couple of tight games there this week for the Wildcats.
And GW.
They get it out front. Reddix gives it back over to Robertson, calling for the ball. Still trying to go down low, finds Robertson, goes free on the right side, can't finish, gets his own rebound back, short with it, ball still loose. Robertson goes up again, this time he converts, and the foul.
That'll be on Bishop.
That'll be point number 11 already here for Robertson. As we said, he had 15 last night. Chance here to build the lead to 11. Free throw up and good.
Now Dennard will come back in for Woodland Hills. Playing with 2 fouls. Here, 5:34 left in the quarter.
Pick those up kind of quickly there in the first 4 minutes of the first quarter.
They need him, though, Chris, to get going. They need to keep him in rhythm. He's played very well tonight. Really led this team, he and Robertson, in the first quarter.
Jackson out front.
Still in this 1-2-2. Is Woodland Hills, and Mount View really had no answer for it.
And you could hear Coach Brown urging his team to move the ball here as McCoy, left wing up top for Bailey. Bailey over.
They got a swing pass around top. They had it nice. If they could have hit the swing pass, Bishop would have been open in the corner.
Now they go down low to Justice, and he's pushed out of bounds that time by Jenkins. That'll be foul against him. 4 team fouls. Now 5 team fouls for Woodland Hills. So Mount View will get it underneath their own basket. Just shade under 5 minutes to go here in the first half.
Wow, Rottenberry was wide open for 3.
And so McCoy trying to sneak into that corner that time at the last minute. Now back out top for Jackson.
Oh, McCoy, excuse me. Looked at the wrong number.
They get it over to Bishop. Now left side for Justice. They go inside to McCoy, now out to Justice. Good movement for 3 this time, but off the mark. Rebound knocked loose as Woodland Hills, both players had it, but couldn't squeeze it in, and Bailey able to convert off of it.
Lack of communication from Woodland.
So 21-12 now in favor of the Wolverines. 4:24 to go before halftime.
But that was a good look from 3 for Mount View. That's the first time they'd really beat that zone.
Williams over to Reddix, now to Dennard. Dennard cut off by Bishop. Now more contact here, and they're going to whistle a foul here.
That's 2 on Bishop. He's been really active, but a little too much hand work there.
So they'll take it out from the far side. 5 team fouls apiece here, as Rottenberry will check back into the game. And Bishop will go to the bench with those 2 fouls.
Woodland looking to try to increase their lead back to double digits here as Mountain View's cut it to 9.
They get it over for Reddix. Reddix at the top of the key, swings it left side, 3 on the way, count it, in the left corner for Kenny, his first bucket of the game.
This looks like a completely different Woodland team in this first half than what we saw in the first half yesterday.
And again, only 11 points in the first half yesterday against Beth Haven before they picked it up in the second half. Now to Justice, left corner, and he answers back for 3.
Mountain View's doing a good job now offensively, but they're going to have to do something to stop Woodland.
That's the second 3 of the first half for Justice. 3:33 to go here in the second quarter. 9-point lead for the Wolverines out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Williams to Jenkins. Jenkins gets to the free throw line in the left corner for Reddix. Reddix cut off, top of the key. They'll reset the offense here with Kenny. So look inside. Reddix can't find an opening. Now over to Jenkins. Woodland Hills here taking their time, being patient.
No need to get into a hurry. No shot clock.
Williams over left side, open for 3 again in the left corner, and again Kenny makes him pay. That's the second time in a row he's been able to hit from that spot.
And the Mountain View coaching staff is really fired up after that shot went up and in.
Now immediately Haggerty gets off the bench, and he'll check back into the game for Mountain View. They swing it over in the left corner, now back out for Jackson. They set up the offense here. Rottenberry over to Bailey. 2:35 to go before halftime. Nice look underneath, but nothing there for Justice. He'll get it back out to Rottenberry, now to Jackson.
Smart by Justice to get that one out of there. There was 3 guys around him.
Now back over to Bailey. Bailey on the right side, double teamed and gets it to Justice in the right corner. Justice being hounded, goes down low for McCoy. McCoy cut off by Denner. Got to be careful with those 2 fouls. McCoy gets away from him. Pull-up jumper, rims off, no good. Rottenberry gets the rebound.
Whoa!
Tried to reposition himself and instead threw it into the crowd. That little section over there is going to have to be ready. That's the second time they've been peppered.
Yeah, well, they were ready that time, it looked like. I think you got to watch where you sit sometimes.
Yeah, I was going to say, they picked good seats, but, man, they're definitely getting in on the action right now.
Saw that block on the Video Productions replay.
So now it'll be Mountain View to inbound from the far side.
Crowd starting to trickle in here.
And then we got Chapmanville and Beth Haven coming your way next here on Video Productions. Out top, Rottenberry. Now they go down low for McCoy. Turnaround jumper on the baseline and gets the soft roll off the front of the iron.
Good shot there from McCoy. Nice fader.
He's got 5 points now here in the first half. Lead back down to 10. So Woodland Hills has led the entire way. Again, they trailed the entire way last night. Never led for a second. And here tonight thus far, they haven't trailed for a second in this one. Thomas looks to get in on the action. Can't convert on the jumper.
Over the back.
Loose ball foul will be over the back on the Wolverines.
You know, Chris, Mountain View's been in this Bob Runyon Memorial Holiday Tournament for a couple of years now. They didn't get any wins last year. They fell to both Fairmont Senior and Shady Spring. And then the previous year, they did defeat North Marion, but then fell to Chapmanville in the final. So they haven't won here in Chapmanville since that North Marion buzzer beater game that we saw a couple of years ago. So they're looking to win one here in Chapmanville to make that drive back to McDowell County a little better.
Bailey gets it over, now down low to McCoy, kicks it out to Rottenberry, gets a good look from the left wing, but misses everything. It'll go out of bounds off of the Golden Knights.
And that was good ball movement and a good-looking shot. That's one you got to take, but Rottenberry couldn't get it to go.
As Reddix will go to the bench. It's Hainsworth back in. We close in on 1 minute to go here in the first half. Kenny across the timeline finds Robertson. Now over to Hainsworth, makes a good grab. Woodland Hills working down the clock here. Now they give it over to Kenny, who's had 2 threes in a row. Now back to Thomas.
The big man handled the point.
Let's see if they're going to try and hold for one here. We're down to 40 seconds, and Robertson will retreat.
No reason to get into a hurry if you're Woodland. Make Mountain View come out and pressure you.
And again, 10-point lead right now. No need to be in a rush here. Try and take the last shot of the half if you can.
And that's what they're going to do.
Get it back to Hainsworth with 22 seconds left. They continue to run it down here. Now coming out is Jackson contest with 15 seconds. Robertson with 12 seconds. Over to Kenny. Robertson with 6 seconds, drives in, kicks it in the left corner, same spot he hit from again. Kenny converts, and that will close out the first half with Kenny nailing 3 3-pointers to help lift Woodland Hills to a 30-17 lead. Well, we'll step aside for a break and be back after this as you are watching the Bob Runyon Memorial Holiday Tournament with us right here on Video Productions.
I'm Tanya Crubb, Director of Acute Inpatient Rehab, Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Wright, surgical podiatrist from Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
I'm Romel Mitchell, Executive Secretary, Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
Thank you for trusting your care at
Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
All will be merry at Thornhill Ford Lincoln during our Build for the Holidays sales event. Time to get the biggest savings with $11,600 off F-150 XLT Crew Cab starting at $34,944 and Ranger XLT up to $7,500 off starting at $29,899.
Most people think that after an accident, you'll have to pay $500 for your deductible. The truth, at Allstate, you could pay $0. Allstate gives you $100 off your deductible the day you sign up. Then another $100 off every year you don't have an accident. Let the good hands reward your safe driving with a deductible that goes away. Now that you know the truth, are you in good hands?
Kinzel Law Office is a local firm located at 36 Adams Street in Chapmanville. Rob Kinzel has been practicing law in Logan County for over 15 years and is dedicated to providing quality legal representation for personal injury, criminal defense, and family law for individuals and families throughout southern West Virginia. Call Kinzel Law Office today to set up your free consultation. Rob Kinzel, quality legal services close to home.
The Built for the Holidays sales event is here with unbelievable deals at Thornhill Ford Lincoln. Special gifts for your special someone. 2019 Ford Mustang GT convertible up to $7,000 off, 3 to choose from, and 2019 Ford EcoSport now $18,000.
People think that after an accident, you'll have to pay $500 for your deductible. The truth, at Allstate, you could pay $0. Allstate gives you $100 off your deductible the day you sign up. Then another $100 off every year you don't have an accident. Let the good hands reward your safe driving with a deductible that goes away. Now that you know the truth, are you in good hands?
Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services, founded in 1975 by Riley Joe Evans, is a full-service funeral provider, offering services that respect all faiths, personal preferences, and financial considerations. They are the only funeral home in Boone, Lincoln, Logan, and Mingo counties with its own crematory. For more information, contact Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services at 304-855-3232 or visit www.evans-funeral-home.com or like Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services on Facebook to see their updated obituary information.
Logan Physical Therapy wants to help you. Have you been injured at work or in an accident? Come to Logan Physical Therapy and Doug Hibbs will provide a thorough, careful evaluation and create a comprehensive treatment program that will get you back on your feet. Logan Physical Therapy, turning setbacks into comebacks.
I'm Tanya Crubb, Director of Acute Inpatient Rehab, Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Wright, surgical podiatrist from Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
I'm Romel Mitchell, Executive Secretary, Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
Thank you for trusting your care at
Logan Regional Medical Center. Always here for you.
Back here at Danny Godby Gymnasium for the Bob Runyon Memorial Holiday Tournament. Nathan Bush with you right now. And let's take a look at the first half scoring. For Mount View, the Golden Knights, Brandon Rottenberry had 2, Skylar Justice with 6, Tony Bailey had 4, and Zach McCoy had 5. That is for Mount View. On Woodland, a few more guys got into the action here. Robertson had 12, Kenny had 9, Hainsworth with 2, Dennard with 2, Williams with 3, and TJ Jenkins with 2. So we're looking at this ball game. The winner of this will be your consolation winner, as both teams lost yesterday in the first game of their first games of the Bob Runyon Holiday Tournament. Mount View falling to Chapmanville yesterday, and Woodland Hills just falling short of a huge comeback against Beth Haven Christian School. That game is coming up at the conclusion of this game after a few-minute break so we can catch our breaths here, Joe Mounts and Chris Kidd and myself, and then we'll be back with you on both WVOW and Video Productions for the championship game between Chapmanville and Beth Haven Christian School. So make sure you stick around for that. Well, we're still at the half, and we'll be back here in about 4 minutes for the start of quarter number 3. You're watching the Bob Runyon Memorial Holiday Tournament with us right here on Video Productions.
SUV season at Thornhill Mitsubishi, serving up 0% APR for 72 months on 2019 Eclipse Cross, $20,770, $7,900 off 2019 Outlander PHEV and 2019 Outlander Sport. Wow, $15,750.
Peyton, what are we doing here?
Welcome to Peytonville. Nationwide helps protect everything you see in here, Brad. Every family, every business, even Mrs. Hoffman's dream of retiring to become a yoga instructor.
Oh, they have backstories.
Here, I got more to show you.
There's a stop sign, and he just ran right through it and hit me. It was like I wasn't even there to him.
There were no witnesses, so the other driver tried to blame Roxana.
My legs were black and blue.
We found a surveillance video from a nearby business and proved that she was right and the other driver was wrong.
The amount that I received was actually a lot more than I thought.
Roxana got paid.
They made it where you actually wanted to talk to them.
Farmer Clyde and Kevin is the way to go. Call 346-5990.
FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
It's that magical time of year, Thornhill Mitsubishi's year-end sales event with brand new Mitsubishi models for under $20 grand. Get the perfect gift that's safe, reliable, and affordable. Let Thornhill Mitsubishi make it happen. Make the holidays magical. Put Thornhill Mitsubishi at the
I'm Tanya Crubb, Director of Acute Inpatient Rehab, Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Wright, surgical podiatrist from Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
I'm Romel Mitchell, Executive Secretary, Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
Thank you for trusting your care at
Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
All will be merry at Thornhill Ford Lincoln during our Build for the Holidays sales event. Time to get the biggest savings with $11,600 off F-150 XLT Crew Cab starting at $34,944 and Ranger XLT up to $7,500 off starting at $29,899.
Most people think that after an accident, you'll have to pay $500 for your deductible. The truth, at Allstate, you could pay $0. Allstate gives you $100 off your deductible the day you sign up. Then another $100 off every year you don't have an accident. Let the good hands reward your safe driving with a deductible that goes away. Now that you know the truth, are you in good hands?
Kinzel Law Office is a local firm located at 36 Adams Street in Chapmanville. Rob Kinzel has been practicing law in Logan County for over 15 years and is dedicated to providing quality legal representation for personal injury, criminal defense, and family law for individuals and families throughout southern West Virginia. Call Kinzel Law Office today to set up your free consultation. Rob Kinzel, quality legal services close to home.
The Built for the Holiday Sales event is here with unbelievable deals at Thornhill Ford Lincoln. Special gifts for your special someone. 2019 Ford Mustang GT convertible up to $7,000 off, 3 to choose from, and 2019 Ford EcoSport now $18,000.
Me with Joe Mounts, our engineer, as Woodland Hills leading Mount View 30-17 here in the consolation game. And again, coming up approximately 20 minutes after the end of this game, we'll have Chapmanville and Beth Haven in the championship game of the Bob Runyon Memorial Holiday Tournament. So more high school basketball action coming your way here this evening on Video Productions. Dennard takes it in on the first possession of the second half, misses, gets his own rebound back, goes up and finishes this time on the right side.
Dennard does a great job, Chris, getting in, creating contact. He missed the shot, but was able to get his own rebound and put it back up.
Bailey, top of the key. Now trying to find some offense here as they struggled in the first half, finding any openings against this 1-2-2. Now it looks like gone back man-to-man as Bailey. Nice dish off underneath, able to find McCoy for the layup.
That was a nice play there, and coaching staff said, was that hard? That wasn't hard. So they like that play there. Quick update in case you were wondering, the LSU Tigers lead 56-28 over Oklahoma, so no need to switch over. Stay here on Video Production.
Yeah, absolutely. Just an insane first half from Joe Burrow and company. And I've always said, you know, if they don't draft him, I'm a Bengals fan, so if they don't draft him, then I think I'm done. It's Hainsworth, left corner three, no good. Rebound taken away underneath, kicks it back out to Robertson. Jump steps into the paint. Good defense by McCoy staying in front of him.
That was excellent defense by McCoy.
Out ahead, Bailey trying to get by Kenny as Kenny almost coming up with a steal. Bailey gets it over for Justice. Hit a couple threes in the first half out to Rottenberry. Back in the left corner for McCoy, now to Bailey. 6:25 left in the third as Bailey drives in left side, cut off, gives it off, and foul. And that's going to be Dennard, I believe, and that's 3 on him.
Yep, that's Dennard, that's 3. Or is it 4? It's 3, right? Yes, okay. Yeah, we were waiting on confirmation from James Barker and the PA speaker. The crowd really starting to pick up now in here at Danny Godby Gymnasium.
I was going to say I had him listed as 3, but I figure we better make sure there as McCoy hits the first. Down to 12 as Dennard will check out here again.
Starting to look like Woodland Hills but in the second half is Mount View from yesterday. Mount View trying to mount a nice comeback here.
McCoy can't convert on the second. Rebounded by the Wolverines. And dribbling in the left corner. Hainsworth cut off. Gets it back out for Robertson.
Robertson's got those Horace Grant glasses. I like it.
Yeah, those are good throwbacks right there.
I like it.
Try a backdoor pass by Williams. Kicked away by the Golden Knights and out of bounds. It'll stay with Woodland Hills, leading it by a dozen. Robertson will inbound it. Williams now over for Kenny. Kenny back to Hainsworth. He'll dribble into the paint, kicks it right corner. 3 on the way, and count it for Williams as he's got a pair of threes now for the game.
Yeah, and this Woodland Hills team, those corner threes are falling tonight for them. Kind of struggled yesterday shooting 3, but they've not struggled this evening.
35-20 in favor of Woodland Hills. 5:35 left here in the third quarter. Bishop, top of the key for Rottenberry. Gets it over left side for Bailey. Bailey pass inside, stolen away by Thomas. From behind, almost a steal, but he gets it away in time to Kenny. Drives in and gets the layup to go, and Robertson almost basket interference on that.
He went up to try to follow with a slam, and you can see the coaching staff not happy that he went up and grabbed the rim. Refs allow that layup to stand, though.
That's 11 points now for Velton Kenny, the 6-foot senior. Only had 5 last night against Beth Haven. They go down low to McCoy. He's fouled as he crashes to the deck. Helped up by Robertson, and McCoy will go to the line as foul will go against Thomas.
Yeah, Robertson there was making sure there was no hard feelings. He helped his man up there that he fouled, which it didn't look malicious, just a hard landing.
And number 2 on Thomas. That's McCoy's first free throw up and good. He's now 2 of 3 from the line tonight. McCoy with 9 points.
You know, Chris, it's kind of unbelievable here in Chapmanville as the gym is filling up. Chapmanville, the game doesn't tip until the conclusion of this game, and the crowd is filing in already. We've already got a pretty good crowd, and look at everything that's on right now. The college football playoffs are on, and Southern West Virginia loves their basketball.
There's a steal. They get it over to McCoy. Drives in, rejected by Robertson.
Goodness.
McCoy and the ball out of bounds on that one.
Oh, man. That was me in high school looking for a prom date. Rejection. My goodness, what a block by Robertson. All ball.
Get it over to Bailey. He'll drive left baseline and a charge called.
They're calling a charge.
Robertson stood in and took the punishment, and they'll get the ball back here. And you mentioned Chapmanville's fans already filing in. And Beth Haven brought a good crowd last night as well.
And they will tonight as well.
Yeah, so this gym should be pretty close to full by the time we get to game time, I figure.
The game's not scheduled, quote, scheduled to tip until 9 o'clock.
Well, 8:30.
Or 8:30, well, either or.
Yeah, it'll be somewhere in that range either way as Haynesworth misses on the put-up. Thomas with the rebound. He goes up, counted in the foul as his first basket of the game.
And Thomas he's done a great job rebounding from Woodland Hills early, and you got to think Woodland Hills, they're a little upset with themselves over that first half yesterday because with the way they've played, Chris, here since halftime yesterday, they feel like they should be headed for the championship game with Chapmanville.
I was going to say just that rough first half they played yesterday really killed them, but they've played sensational basketball for the last 4.5 quarters now as Thomas converts on the free throw, 40-22 in favor of Woodland Hills.
Back in the zone.
He tried to penetrate, now backdoor pass, finds his man underneath, and a foul on the left block, and McCoy will go back to the free throw line.
One thing I really like about Mount View, Chris, they're always trying to coach and teach, whether they're down big or up big. It seems like Mount View's coaching staff is always trying to teach their players something, and that's really something they strive to do.
Coley hits the first. Now you've got Thomas and Dinner both with 3 fouls as Jenkins will check in for Thomas.
Might have been some loud teaching at halftime because they didn't even come out and warm up. They were in the locker room for 10 minutes.
I'm going to say Coach Brown probably got his money's worth in the locker room.
Oh, absolutely. Coach Brown's a great coach. He's always been very, very cordial with us here, and always good to see Mount View come down and play well.
40-24, Woodland Hills as Jenkins kicks it left side.
Oh, he traveled.
Yeah, that time Haynesworth just had nowhere to go with and ended up traveling, so they give it back to the Golden Knights.
And the Woodland staff was saying, well, where'd he travel? He did travel.
Yeah, he got caught in midair that time. He just had nowhere to go with the ball.
Like I say, when you go up with the ball, you got to have a plan.
Bailey will bring it across the timeline as over halfway through the third quarter. Up top, Rottenberry gets it to Bailey. Bailey on the left side. Up top for Bishop.
Haven't heard a lot from Bailey and Bishop this game. That's really where Mount View's, they're really missing them. But a nice pass there from Bailey.
Able to find Justice, but he can't finish underneath on the left block.
That's where that zone comes in. That really flustered Justice.
Here comes Woodland Hills back the other way. Leading by 16 and another turnover by the Wolverines.
Wolverines turn the ball over, and now Mount View can cut it down to at least 14 with a bucket.
Ball under 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Again, Chris, this is one of the things. If Mount View can cut it to under 10 here before the fourth quarter, they've got a fighting chance.
Top for Bishop. For the Rottenberry. He struggled to get going tonight. Finds Justice in the left corner. Walk it back around the perimeter for Bailey. Now to Bishop. Bishop pull a jumper on the right baseline. No good. McCoy can't finish on the putback. And rebound underneath, and a loose ball foul, it appears, against Mountain View.
It feels like for Mountain View that there is a lid on the rim right now. They're doing all the right things, they're doing all the right plays, making all the right passes, just not finding the bottom of the net.
And a 30-second timeout taken here by Coach Odell Miller, so we'll stay here with 3:01 remaining in the third quarter and a 16-point lead.
So Penn State defeated Memphis earlier, 53-39 in the Cotton Bowl Classic. For those wanting just a few football updates here. Notre Dame finally won a bowl game. That's what happens when they don't make the playoffs. They can actually win a game in the Camping World Bowl. I'm not the biggest Notre Dame fan. I don't know if you picked up on that. LSU currently leading 63-28 for the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl in the playoffs. Only 3:50 to go in that ball game. So the Tigers will be playing for a national championship.
It definitely appears that way.
And I absolutely love their coach. He is a walking Farmer Fran.
There's the steal by Bishop in the backcourt, but it will stay with Woodland Hills. 40-24 in favor of the Wolverines. They try to pick up a win here before they head back to Pennsylvania and Pittsburgh. They get it back out top. Hainsworth cut off by Bishop. Now dribbles in left side. Picks up his dribble. Looks back out top for Jenkins. And pass hits Reddix in the face.
Still able to recover.
Over in the corner for Williams. And he buries his third three of the game.
These corner threes have been Woodland Hills' bread and butter this ball game. They've really done a great job knocking down those beyond the arc shots.
He couldn't hit hardly any last night against Beth Haven until the closing minutes.
Back in that, this 1-2-2 has really confused Mountain View, and they have struggled ever since Woodland Hills went to it earlier.
That pass knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Woodland Hills as Kenny checks back in. Hainsworth will go to the bench.
The trend I'm noticing, Chris, I want to point this out. We talked about it last season, but the shorts being rolled from the waist down, something that we would have never done growing up. But this is becoming a trend with everybody. It's an interesting look.
Different eras and different things.
Well, yeah, I mean, go back, the short shorts with Larry Bird, and the Fab Five started the long shorts, so something for everybody, I guess.
Rottenberry at the top of the key, kicks it over left side. Bailey, open three from the corner, and Bailey able to connect.
Bailey needed that one.
7 points now for the game, 43-27 in favor of Woodland Hills. 1:40 to go here in the third quarter. Nice look inside. Robertson all alone, and an easy layup for him. He's got 14
They
points.
just lost Robertson there. He was wide open underneath the basket.
Bishop on the left wing.
Surprised Bailey didn't shoot that.
And he thought about it momentarily, but now gets it to Rottenberry. Back to Bailey. Laser pass inside and stolen away. Here comes Williams into the front court with it. Up the left side. Goes in. Can't finish and rebounded by Bailey. Now trying to get it in transition here as we close in on a minute to go in the third. McCoy over to Rottenberry. Good look and a good finish by Rottenberry.
That was a good extra pass there from McCoy to Rottenberry, who found the bottom of the net. And Bailey over pursued there on the inbounds pass.
5:29 over left side. Reddix will go for three. No good. Rebounded by Jenkins underneath. Fakes, goes up on the right side, misses, gets his own rebound back. Now we're going to get a tie up on the floor, and the possession area will go to Mountain View with 43 seconds left in the third.
Got the game to 16. They're going to have to try and get this under 15, Chris. If they want to really be able to have a shot in the fourth quarter. Looks like Kenny is limping a little bit.
I got caught up in the scrum there underneath that time.
It looks like me walking down the court right now.
Here comes Mountain View up the floor, trailing 45-29 with 35 seconds left here in the third quarter. Haggerty picks up his dribble. Finds Rottenberry on the right side. Clock winds down to the final 25 seconds of the third. Now they go down low for Justice. Justice lost it off his foot and out of bounds. Another Mountain View turnover will give it back to the Wolverines.
And as Mountain View team, they've just turned the ball over so much in this ball game, Chris. Just little things here and there, the ball going off the foot. And that's just something you can't something you can't have.
TJ Bell having trouble figuring out where to check in at that time. He tried checking in front of us, and finally Coach Brown had to point out to him where to go.
He can talk to us if he wants to, but we can't check him in.
Here comes Woodland Hills, maybe the last possession of the third, but now Williams gets free, dumps it off underneath Dinner, can't finish with it as he lost it, knocked away, but it'll stay with Woodland Hills.
McCoy knocked it away and was able, almost off Dinner, but McCoy's leg caught the ball that went out of bounds.
Wolverines win down here, they get it into Williams, 12 seconds, down low, and nobody there as it's stolen away by Bishop. Bishop up the left side with 5 seconds, dumps it off to Bell. He can't finish, gets his own rebound back, shot up, no good, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter as Woodland Hill leads it 45-29 as we enter the fourth quarter. Back after this break as you're watching the Bob Runyon Memorial Holiday Tournament with us right here on Video Production.
I'm the elf on the shelf, and thanks to your woodworking skills, this is about to get a whole lot less jolly. And unless these are protected by Allstate, this little mess up, it's gonna cost you big.
Protect your portable electronics against breaks, spills, and other Yuletide mishaps with a protection plan by Allstate. Available at Walmart and Walmart.com.
Meltdown, meltdown, meltdown.
Logan Physical Therapy wants to help you. Have you been injured at work or in an accident? Come to Logan Physical Therapy and Doug Hibbs will provide a thorough, careful evaluation and create a comprehensive treatment program that will get you back on your feet. Logan Physical Therapy, turning setbacks into comebacks.
Start of quarter number 4 here from the Bob Runyon Memorial Holiday Tournament. Chris Kidd and Nathan Bush with you as Joe Mounts, our engineer. This is the consolation game with the championship game coming up approximately 20 minutes after the conclusion of this game with Chapmanville taking on Beth Haven Christian. So stay with us as we've got more high school basketball action coming your way next.
And a big thank you to Aaron Stone, our camera operator.
Yes, and Stone up there doing all the work for us here on Video Productions. Camera-wise, we appreciate him here this evening. Dinner gets it up top for Thomas. He'll drive in. Looked like he lost it off his knee and did so it'll go back over to Mountain View again. It's just been turnovers galore here tonight on both ends.
Yeah, a lot of turnovers. And you can tell Mountain View is they're going to have to try and come up with something here offensively as they have struggled. Chris, last night they only put up 30 points in that game, 30-some points in that game against Chapmanville. They haven't broke 30 yet in this game.
Over on the right side, Bishop gets it in the corner for Haggerty. Skips it over to Bishop on the left side. Up top, Bailey knocked it away from himself, and this is going to be an over and back violation. He tried to tempt Williams to touch it, but Williams let him go ahead and turn it over as that'll give it back over to the Wolverines.
Yeah, and I thought maybe the officials might call that a tip, but I was going to say Bailey definitely was the one who touched it.
Here comes Woodland Hills with a 16-point lead. Out to Williams, goes for 3, and he connects again as Deontay Williams, 4 threes in this game.
Yeah, all this scoring coming from beyond the arc. Mountain View, they're looking for an answer here, and they've yet to find it.
Underneath, nice finish over on the right, blocked by TJ Bell that time.
That was a nice take from Bell underneath.
48-31 in favor of Woodland Hills. Skip pass over to Robertson, drives in hard right side and able to absorb the contact and finishes. He's got 16 points.
Surprising no call there. I thought they would get Bell on a foul, but no whistle.
Yeah, again, it looked like an N1 chance that time, but they let it go. So a 19-point lead for the Wolverines. Bishop gets it over to Bailey in the right corner. Bailey gets into the paint, throws up a wild shot, and it hits over the top of the backboard. I think Bailey trying to say he was trying to pass it. It slipped out of his hands.
He said, Coach, somebody hit my hand, and I'd say that too.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's one thing. There's just one excuse anyway.
I mean, that'd be something what do you do, right?
It's 31, Woodland Hills with Robertson double team. Gets it over near side, into the corner for Dinner. Trying to drive in, a foul from behind as Bailey reaches in. Commits the foul on Kenny.
Second foul.
team foul number 4 on Mount View, 3 against Woodland Hills. 6 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Woodland Hills on their way to the 3rd win of the season.
And they played a very nice game today.
Thomas on the low block, turnaround hook shot, air ball, and out of bounds over to the Golden Knights. Mountview will drop to 1-5 on the year unless things change severely here in the last 5:45.
Yeah, it's been a rough game for the Golden Knights here this evening. And for Mountain View, you got to be looking for answers here. They've had rough 2 days offensively.
Bishop out at the top of the key over to Rottenberry. He'll put up a 3 from the left wing, and Rottenberry able to convert.
That's a nice shot from Rottenberry. When given the opportunity, Rottenberry, he can really knock him down from deep.
He's got 7 points for the game now. Top of the key, Dennard up against Bailey. Finding help with Robertson out near midcourt. Robertson now taking Bishop off the dribble, gets all the way in, but misses with the left hand and rebounded by Bishop underneath. Up ahead, they look for Rottenberry, intercepted by Williams. Williams up against Rottenberry across the timeline, spins into the center, flips it over to Dennard in the right side, and his pass intercepted by T.J. Bell. Here comes Bell into the front court, drives in, throws up a tough shot, and gets it to bank in.
Wow, what a circus shot from Bell. That one falls.
Odell Miller wants a timeout with 4:44 remaining, a full timeout, so we'll step aside as well. Back after this, if you're watching the Bob Runyon Memorial Hall with us right here on Video Productions.
Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services, founded in 1975 by Riley Joe Evans, is a full-service funeral provider, offering services that respect all faiths, personal preferences, and financial considerations. They are the only funeral home in Boone, Lincoln, Logan, and Mingo counties with its own crematory. For more information, contact Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services at 304-855-3232 or visit www.evans-funeral-home.com or like Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services on Facebook to see their updated obituary information.
Hey, how's it going?
It's war on the roads. Bumps, scrapes, and ouch, wrecks.
That's gotta hurt.
What about car insurance?
Lots of promises and very little payout.
The insurance company just wants to save money. You should get paid when you're injured.
Including your pain and suffering.
And we win for you, or you pay us nothing.
What do you think, gang? Yeah!
Call Farmer Klein & Campbell.
Because around here,
you matter.
Farmer Klein & Campbell is the way to go. Call 34659.
Back to action here in the Bob Runyon Memorial Holiday Tournament. Chris Kidd and Nathan Bush with you with 4:35 remaining in the fourth quarter, 50-36 in favor of the Wolverines as Dennard drives in hard on the right side, puts up a tough shot, and rebounded by Bailey. Bailey looks up ahead, finds Rottenberry cutting in on the right side. He can't finish at the rim, but Bell there to get the rebound. So back up, Bishop gets an open look for 3, and he connects.
Nice shot, and now it's an 11-point game.
Timeout here by Coach Odell Miller with 4:13 remaining, a 30-second timeout. So we'll keep things here as Mountain View has slowly crept their way back within striking distance here at 50-39.
That they have, Chris. We thought, it looked like this game was going to be out of reach, but Mountain View's made a few shots, got a few defensive stops, and now only 11-point game.
And then coming up next, we've got Chapmanville taking on Beth Haven in the championship game of the Bob Runyon Memorial Holiday Tournament. So again, stay with us. We'll take a short break and then be back for the start of that at the conclusion of this game.
Just enough time to hit the bathroom and concession stand.
I was going to say, get a little bit of a reprieve and then right back to it.
Smoke them if you got them. That's the old saying.
Back from the timeout. It'll be Woodland Hills with the ball. Kingsworth lobs it in as Mount View applying full court pressure.
Yeah, there's pressure.
Williams across midcourt, almost walked with it. It's over Robertson.
You can hear the coach saying now. He wanted to trap in a bad way, and Woodland now they're just going to let the clock run a little bit. Clock is their ally at this stage of the game.
3:50 to go here in regulation. Driving in Kingsworth. Gets it left side. Kenny finds Dennard. Now over to Robertson. Woodland Hills working some
offensive foul.
And get it on Robertson. That'll be his second.
Robertson passed and then stopped, but he led with the shoulder, and that shoulder there, and I don't know if it was a good sell job from Mount View or not, but offensive foul was called.
Quickly get it up here to Rottenberry. Rottenberry finds himself free on the baseline, and he'll lay it in, and now the lead is back under 10 as it's a 10-0 run.
Rottenberry almost with the steal, or excuse me, it was McCoy. And Mount View just gave up an easy layup in a time where they cannot be doing that.
Williams able to convert on the other end. He's got 14 for the game now, lead back up to double figures. There's McCoy on the left block. Gets it out to Bailey. Bailey in the left corner, cut off. Tried to feed it down low for Bell and had it knocked away. Here comes Woodland Hills. Hainsworth up the left side, gets all the way in, and Hainsworth will lay it in. He's got 5 points.
Just when Mount View got it back down to 9, and it's back to 13 now.
2:52 remaining in the ball game. Bishop, top of the key. Over to Rottenberry. He'll jack up a 3, and he'll hit from the right wing.
Nice shot from Rottenberry as he buries that one. Back to 10.
Only 2 points at halftime, but he's got 10 here in the second half. So 12 for the game for Rottenberry.
Now Bailey now trying to guard his man, and there's a turnover. Oh!
Bell and McCoy both collided with each other from Mount View, but still come away with it as Bishop over to Bailey, drives in, can't finish, but fouled on the way up.
And now Mount View can cut it to 8. Just when we were putting this game to bed, we thought, Chris, here come the Golden Eagles.
Kenny on the hack that time. You see it here on our replay.
And Woodland, you can tell Woodland's coaching staff not happy. Woodland, maybe they put this game to bed a little early too, and Mount View said nay.
Officials not happy that we were trying to get an extra meeting in over on the sideline that time as Bailey misses on the first.
Got to make free throws. Do not leave free throws at the line, especially in a close ball game like this.
Jenkins checks back in. It was 50-31 in favor of Woodland Hills here early in the fourth quarter. Mount View has cut that lead in half and now back below 10.
Pressure defense coming from Mount View now.
Give into the center for Dinner. 2:10 remaining in the game, almost stolen away. They look underneath. Robertson gets free.
Oh, he got fouled.
Yeah, good fake and almost got the end one.
And Bishop landed hard.
Yeah, he's down underneath the baseline right now. Again, he got faked by Robertson and then crashed to the deck hard as McCoy's going to check back in.
He's getting up. Looks like he's going to be okay, but he's going to come out of the game. His arm, yeah, landed hard on his arm. Hopefully nothing serious.
He's holding his left forearm, heading over towards the bench right now. He may be done for the evening as Bishop.
Probably the last we're going to see of Bishop this evening. He landed hard, probably on his wrist. Hopefully he's got some movement there.
His third foul overall.
There's really, Chris, I've had a broken wrist before. It is not fun. Because you really, especially if it's your dominant hand, you can't do anything.
Robertson hits on the first. He's got 17 for the game, 3 of 3 from the foul line.
Bishop, hopefully he just stoked it up a little bit.
The free throw good as well for Robertson. 56-45, Woodland Hills, 2 minutes to go in the game. Over for Rottenberry. Out top of the key for Jackson. Mount View's got to be in a bigger hurry here, trailing by 11. Rottenberry goes for another 3 off the mark, but rebounded by Justice on the weak side as he'll get it back out front for Bailey.
Rottenberry was cutting and had a good look, but they didn't find him.
Trapped over on the left side, Rottenberry gets it out front.
They're not in a big hurry right now.
Justice over now left side for Bailey. Top of the key for Jackson.
Got to shoot, Chris. There's no time.
Let about 45 seconds go off on this possession alone.
Woodland's had good defense, but you got to put a shot up.
Over McCoy. Nearly a minute gone here. Bailey can't hit. McCoy on the putback though, and a quick timeout by Gary Brown with 1:07 to go. We'll step aside as well and be back after this as you're watching the Bob Runyon Memorial Holiday Tournament right here on Video Productions.
Built for the Holiday Sales event is here with unbelievable deals at Thornhill Ford Lincoln. Special gifts for your special someone. 2019 Ford Mustang GT convertible up to $7,000 off. 3 to choose from. And 2019 Ford EcoSport now $18,995.
At Farmer Climate Campbell, we pride ourselves on providing classic service.
You get a firm that's concerned about you, your family, as well as the legal process.
We combine the newest technology and digital tools.
With our 35 years of experience,
to help you get more than the insurance company wants to offer.
Traditional service,
contemporary techniques.
It'll never go out of style.
Call 346-5990.
Steve, is that your car?
No, it's a rental.
It's SUV season at Thornhill Mitsubishi, serving up 0% APR for 72 months on 2019 Eclipse Cross, $20,770, $7,900 off 2019 Outlander PHEV and 2019 Outlander Sport. Wow, $15,000.
56-47, Woodland Hills leading Mount View here with 1:07 to go. Coach Brown checks to see how many timeouts he has left and finds out he has 2 still in his holster. Woodland Hills gets it in, Hainsworth.
Mount View's got to put some pressure here on Woodland. They can just let the clock run out.
It's out to Williams, under a minute to go now as Mount View chasing. And only 5 team fouls here on both.
They got to put some pressure or foul here, Chris.
Hainsworth gets in and lost it out of bounds with 46.9 seconds to go.
Well, Mount View still has a heartbeat here.
Needing to look for something from the outside here on this possession, trailing by 9.
Absolutely. And throws the ball away.
And Kenny comes up with it up against Rottenberry, and Kenny will finish on the other end.
That should do it.
He's got 13 for the game now, 30 seconds to go, and almost a steal by Robertson.
Coach Brown just grabbed the player and put him in right off the bench. Get in there.
Haggerty comes in quickly as Jackson go to the bench.
Jackson had that long walk across the floor there.
Inbound it to Haggerty, 25 seconds.
They got to hustle. They got to have a little bit more hitch and go here.
Bailey down low, turnaround jumper from McCoy, no good. Rebound fought for. Robertson gets it. Down to 12 seconds. We'll see if they foul here or not with 10 seconds to go. Up ahead. Bounce pass stolen away by Haggerty. One last look here from Mountain View as Bailey races into the open court. Gets it over for Rottenberry. Misses at the horn. And that will do it as Woodland Hills able to hold off Mountain View here in the fourth quarter to win it. 58-47. We'll step aside for a break, and when we come back, we'll run through the final scoring and then get ready for Chapmanville and Beth Haven. Final 58-47. You are watching the Bob Runyon Memorial Holiday Tournament right here on Video Productions.
Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services, founded in 1975 by Riley Joe Evans, is a full-service funeral provider, offering services that respect all faiths, personal preferences, and financial considerations. They are the only funeral home in Boone, Lincoln, Logan, and Mingo counties with its own crematory. For more information, contact Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services at 304-855-3232 or visit www.evans-funeral-home.com or like Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services on Facebook to see their updated obituary information.
Logan Physical Therapy wants to help you. Have you been injured at work or in an accident? Come to Logan Physical Therapy and Doug Hibbs will provide a thorough, careful evaluation and create a comprehensive treatment program that will get you back on your feet. Logan Physical Therapy, turning setbacks into comebacks.
And we're back here on Video Productions. Final score, Woodland Hills 58, Mountain View 47. Really quickly, we will run through our scoring here. Robertson for Woodland Hills finishes with 18 as he led all scorers in the ball game. Kenny with 13, Hainsworth with 4, Dennard had 4, Thomas with 3, Williams had 14, and Jenkins with 2 to round out the scoring for Woodland. And for Mount View, the Golden Knights, 12 for Rottenberry, 6 for Justice, 4 for Bailey, 14 for McCoy, did most of his damage at the line, 3 for Bishop, and 4 for Bell. to round out the scoring for the Golden Knights. So time for our Farmer Klein and Campbell player of the game. And I believe we'll have to hand this one to number 4, Dillard for Woodland Hills. He had a nice ball game here tonight. You can see on our video production replay, even though he committed an offensive foul as Joe Mounts found the wrong highlight, but Dillard had a nice ball game for Woodland as he finished with just 4 tonight, but he got the scoring going early for Woodland Hills and the Wolverines out of Pittsburgh. Well, this is the consolation game here. Woodland Hills finishes 3rd in the tournament. Mount View will go home winless on the weekend as they will get dropped to 1-5. Woodland Hills from Pittsburgh improves to 3-6. We'll be back here after a short break on WBOW and on Video Productions for the Chapmanville-Beth Haven Championship game from the Bob Runyon Memorial Holiday Tournament. You're watching the Bob Runyon Memorial Holiday Tournament right here on Video Productions. We'll see you in about 15 minutes.